Imagine a world where nothing goes to waste. Every leaf, drop of water, and even animal waste is repurposed by nature to keep the planet thriving. Sounds magical, right? It's not magic, it's nature's recycling system, an intricate and self-sustaining process that cleans and renews the earth. Let's explore how this incredible system works and how we can learn from it. Before we dive into the fascinating details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our journey of exploring incredible stories, ancient wisdom, and untold discoveries. Your support helps us bring more amazing content to life. Let's start with one of nature's most well-known recycling processes, the water cycle. Every drop of water on Earth is part of this system, which includes evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and infiltration. The sun heats water from oceans, rivers, and lakes, turning it into vapor. This vapor rises, forms clouds, and eventually falls back as rain or snow, replenishing freshwater sources. Rainforests, for example, rely on this cycle for their lush vegetation. Did you know that about 50% of the rain in the Amazon is recycled water from the forest itself? Here's something to blow your mind. The water you drink today could contain molecules that dinosaurs drank millions of years ago. When you think of waste, you might imagine landfills and garbage trucks. But in nature, waste doesn't pile up. It's broken down and repurposed into nutrients for the soil. Decomposers like fungi, bacteria, and earthworms play a crucial role in this process. They break down dead plants, animals, and waste, converting them into nutrients that enrich the soil. This nutrient-rich soil supports new plant growth, completing the cycle. Think about autumn leaves. When they fall, they're not useless. They decompose and return vital nutrients to the soil, helping trees grow even stronger next spring. Decomposition, turning death into life. Decomposition is nature's way of recycling organic matter. When plants, animals, and other organisms die, decomposers like fungi, bacteria, and insects break them down into simpler substances, returning nutrients to the soil. Decomposers, nature's cleanup crew. Fungi and bacteria are microscopic powerhouses that break down complex molecules. Earthworms aerate the soil while feeding on organic material, and insects like dung beetles recycle animal waste into nutrients. Example, dead trees and forest regeneration. When a tree falls in the forest, it doesn't just rot. It becomes a nursery for new plants, a habitat for insects, and a food source for fungi. The nutrients released during decomposition enrich the soil, fostering new growth. Recycling of dead animals. When animals die, their bodies don't go to waste. Scavengers like vultures, hyenas, and certain insects are the first responders, feeding on the carcass and speeding up decomposition. The role of scavengers. Vultures are often called nature's cleanup crew. By consuming decaying flesh, they prevent the spread of diseases that could harm other wildlife and humans. Bacteria and nutrient cycling. After scavengers have done their job, bacteria take over, breaking down proteins, fats, and other organic materials into nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. These nutrients are absorbed by plants, completing the cycle. Example, coral reefs and dead marine life. In marine ecosystems, dead fish and other creatures settle on the ocean floor where scavengers like crabs and shrimp feed. Bacteria and microorganisms then recycle the remains into nutrients that sustain coral reefs and other marine life. Carbon is the building block of life, and its movement through the Earth's systems is another brilliant recycling process. Plants absorb carbon dioxide from the air during photosynthesis and convert it into oxygen and glucose. Animals eat plants, releasing carbon back into the air through respiration. Even when plants and animals die, carbon stored in their bodies is released into the soil or atmosphere, continuing the cycle. Coral reefs rely on the carbon cycle to maintain their calcium carbonate structures. Healthy reefs, in turn, support marine biodiversity. Volcanoes play a role too. They release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, balancing the carbon cycle over geological timescales. Next up is the nitrogen cycle, which is critical for all living things. Nitrogen is essential for building proteins and DNA, but most of it is in the air and unusable in its raw form. Lightning and nitrogen-fixing bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into forms plants can absorb. Plants use it to grow, animals eat plants, and nitrogen returns to the soil through waste and decomposition. Farmers often rotate crops like legumes because they have nitrogen-fixing bacteria in their roots, naturally replenishing the soil. Oceans are another unsung hero in nature's recycling system. Currents regulate the Earth's temperature by distributing heat around the planet. Warm water from the equator flows toward cooler regions, and cold water flows back, creating a conveyor belt that balances the Earth's climate. Upwelling currents bring nutrients from the ocean floor to the surface, supporting rich marine ecosystems like those off the coast of Peru. Nature's recycling system is a masterclass in sustainability. Here's how we can take inspiration. Like nature, we should aim to reduce and reuse wherever possible. Start by cutting down on single-use plastics. Composting mimics nature's decomposition process. Turn kitchen waste into nutrient-rich soil for your garden. Trees are natural carbon absorbers. Planting more trees helps balance the carbon cycle and combat climate change. Preserve water by fixing leaks and reducing waste. Every drop is part of the Earth's recycling system. Protecting ecosystems ensures decomposers, plants and animals can continue their essential roles. Nature's recycling system has been at work for billions of years, keeping our planet clean and thriving. From the water we drink to the air we breathe, every cycle is a reminder of Earth's brilliance. Let's do our part to protect and preserve these systems for generations to come. What's your favorite part of nature's recycling system? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the wonders of our natural world.